The community been talking about.
What the community been saying?
Messy.
He did. We need you to come on. We need you to come on, Boogie.
I'm coming, doggy out.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for you.
I need you to come on. So you yes sir. Because you ain't been on your thing, brother.
What masjid are we going to, brother?
We going on. Which one you want to go to? We can go on 2nd Avenue, brother. We go on 14th, brother.
2nd Avenue is perfect. Perfect with me.
What is 2nd?
That's the east.
Mm-hmm. It's east. Okay. He the energy I'm feeling, doggy out. You ain't gonna like this when you see it in person. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want you to tell me I don't want you to lie to me. You know what I'm saying?
What time we there, brother?
I don't want you to lie to me.
We gonna set it up.
Matter of fact, listen, you coming to the masjid. I don't give a damn. I got to come drag you and bring you to the masjid. You hear me?
You hear that? Yeah. You know,
Wait, what just happened?
Doggy out.
Because this was not planned.
He been holding this in this whole time.
Marcus been talking shit the whole time.
So listen, welcome back, man.
Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style from me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they.
How y'all felt when this first came out?
How long you been back?
What year was this?
I'm telling you.
No. But I remember when this shit first dropped, that shit did something to my spirit.
Mace that nigga.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
You don't remember this?
Mason Bethel.
Do I remember this?
I don't think. Welcome back, John.
Pastor Mace.
When I heard this beat, it was like, and it was the Mr. Rogers.
He got his own part. Is
like
that where it came from?
It was like a Mr. Rogers video.
Shout out to Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, man, that's setting the stone for you. This shit came out in 2004. 2004 was such an amazing year.
We were in middle school.
Who was 14?
7th grade.
7th grade, because I remember Detroit Pistons won the championship.
7th grade, won 14.
04.
Yes. Oh, no, I won 14.
Yeah, no.
I was like 12.
Look.
Dang, I forgot about that part.
2004, life was different. You don't remember that?
Life was
04.
good.
That was probably the best year of my life.
No.
I swear to God.
In the middle school?
Detroit Pistons won the championship. I just moved. I was finna move from Detroit to Atlanta. It was just like a year you just never forgot because I was at my daddy's house by myself downtown when they won.
Mm-hmm.
I was yelling out the window. Like, we the champ. Damn, man. 04 is the best year of my life. That's our last championship.
Y'all men in these sports, because the fact that you are correlating the best year of your life to
you gonna always remember shit like that.
It's crazy.
And then my father was alive, so it was just like, man, that was a good year. You know? But yeah,
that's solid.
Welcome back. I don't think Mace, the new generation don't give Mace the credit he deserves. I heard they don't realize how big he was. Mace
no, they don't.
Big.
Yeah, I seen TikTok about that.
What song was that?
He was bigger than Jigga at one point.
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Mace was super big.
He was the biggest. Like when he did that Rugrats shit.
He had the.
He was on top of the world.
I got it.
Yeah.
But Mace, then he went back pastoring.
He wasn't wrong.
Then he was with GU, and then Mace was
all over the place.
I think a lot of people need to pay attention to Mace's life because it's just never over for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't even remember all that.
I didn't remember he was with GU.
He got a podcast
he
now.
He was a pastor.
Yeah, him and Cameron. They podcast fun.
Doing their thing.
I love Cameron.
It is what it is.
I love that shit.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Shout out to It Is What It Is.
Welcome back to IBI Season 2, Intellectual but Ignorant. You know, I'm your host, Mako, and I'm here with some of my faves, actually, my favorite people. Twin here.
Hey, y'all.
Jay Boogie.
What's happening?
See Boogie without the mask. You know, he doing what he want to do.
I should have put that shit on today if I known.
It's over with.
My sister was going to be here.
Yeah, we didn't know Tom was going to come back. We had some little technical difficulties.
Some
miscommunication.
Lack of communication.
That's all.
Yeah, but we here though.
I'd have put that shit on.
You would have put the thobe on again?
Thobe.
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 Thobe. THOBE.
teach. I got a language barrier, like a little.
You've been here long enough.
Nah, for sure. But nah, I'm so happy we back. It's been a journey. I want to say we can start with why it was like. It wasn't even no why. We back because how was it? It was like when we was recording, it was like a lot of shit happened. I remember the last day we recorded, we was doing an interview with a upcoming rapper, and he popping too, and we still might get him on here, but he a young nigga. And,
I don't listen.
I
to
just
that
remember
young nigga no more.
I was being a little extra by buying. I had bought the little nigga something and like little gifts, and we was here set up waiting for him.
We was
He
excited.
I'm on the way. I'm on the way. He's like, man, I'm at the gambling house, man. I'm gonna be there. Man, that little nigga never came, dog. That shit had pissed me off. Cause like, it was like you play with my time, and maybe like 2-3 episodes before that, it was like some little. I had a nigga asked to take the episode down. Then before that, I was just caught up in my mind about damn this shit taking more money than I'm actually winning. But in reality, it was actually growing something that I wasn't paying attention to, and that was the devil, like trying to just get me to, get off something that was growing. And it's a lesson in that. 2024 I think was a crazy year for everybody. Like it was so crazy that I was in church. I was in church going to 2025, and I ain't been in church since Y2K. Like on the New Year's, I told you that was a serious year, 2000. Church was also, it was deep. I went to William Murphy Church on the east side.
Shout out to William Murphy.
Yeah, shout out to William Murphy. And
Off Cantler.
I went dolo too. I came back home. It was just like, man, 2024 broke me. Like I left anything that was not bringing me peace in 2024. From women to my barber to anybody who just was fucking up my life in a sense, and not even fucking it up, but if you was like
Not bringing you peace.
Yeah, you're not bringing me peace. I left your ass in 2024, and that's why you ain't heard from me. And,
you ain't helping.
I got a new barber.
Yeah,
it was just,
you and this barber thing.
I still got love for bro. That's my boy. I really wish I can go back, but he got bigger dreams. And but
My
my
boy
shit,
tryna
it's all
make it.
love with my boy. It's just I had to leave his ass in 2024.
I ain't mad at you.
He texted me, I blocked him.
Not you blocked him. That's too much.
I couldn't do it. No
I'm
more.
blocked, bro.
And I had to block doggy. And then from there, January was just one of them. Yeah, what happened in January? I think I had I always had my people around, like, what's up with the pod? I think I really hate when people probably come up to y'all like, what's up with the pod? And y'all just
They do.
They're like,
I
Mako
get
just have
asked.
one of them. You have one of them moments.
Yeah.
And I do feel bad for that. I
Yeah,
ain't
because
gonna
they
lie.
definitely asked.
Yeah, and sometimes the weed, because I stopped smoking and everything.
Congratulations
weed-
on you on that, brother.
Yeah, I stopped on February 1st, though. I was still smoking it coming into 2025. And my New Year really ain't start. My New Year started with the Asians on February 1st. I did the China New Year thing.
Yeah.
Some started April 1st. Different New Years for everybody. Some started November of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know that's what you do, twin. But see, the weed will have me fighting the thoughts in my head. I'm like, man, niggas just want to have a conversation started with me. Nigga, they don't care about the pod. Niggas just want to talk about something like, what's up with the pod, man? And I'm like, nigga, you don't care about the pod in my mind. But then that was just the negative thoughts.
Because in all
But
actuality,
in all actuality, some people do genuinely care. And I really don't care if it was only 10 great supporters, because with that 10, you can times about like 1,000 for real. And I do believe that. But yeah, I apologize to y'all for going through that little thing. Definitely Boogie. 'Cause
boy,
I
we know you.
I know a lot of people, your real friends already know you. But I know Boogie was coming across like, what's up, nigga? Like, what's up with your boy? You know what I'm saying?
Who's coming at him?
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh.
So,
people coming at me.
yeah, so he be like, man, Mako, man, it's just Mako.
Just give him some time.
Give him some time.
Mako
Yeah.
going through life, man. I didn't have bread.
We're gonna be back.
Man, if you know anything about a podcast, this shit is costly. And so I'm big on like finances sometimes. So that's that.
Making
But
it
then
make sense.
the thing about money, you can't take it with you. All right. But what you can take is like, just what you leave on this earth from like your creativeness. I think as a creator, I would call myself a creator. I used to not really want that title on me. But I think as a creator, I look at this as like an art. And I had like a snowball effect in January with it was like a night out at one of my favorite restaurants, Southern Fire Kitchen. You know, shout out to Riri and Treese. And I think I was over there with them drinking, and Treese had told me something super real. She was like, "You need to get back on it," but it's like a switch because she know I'm not a big fan of social media, and she was like, "Yeah, you gotta just turn on that switch." And from there, the same night, just a little on the story side of things, I think I had got a call, and with that call, I realized I was not in love, but I realized I don't know how you describe that. You realize like
the love was already there.
The love was already there with somebody. It was like a friendship that was built on like something.
You was ignoring it, kind of.
Yeah, I was kind of just. I always had it in my mind, but I never really paid no attention to it. So it was like same night I get this call where I'm like, damn, this love always kind of been there, this foundation, and that kind of messed me up because I'm like, wow, this is somebody who I already have love for. I love. And so I'm just thinking about it like, damn, I don't have to prove myself with this person because they already know who I am as a person. I always was in situations where I think a lot of dudes can relate when you first start courting a woman, you just doing shit. You spending money, you trying to prove who you are. You know what I'm saying? You wasting a lot of like resources and money just trying to prove who you are to somebody.
All that.
And for the first time in my life, I actually found myself in a place where I didn't have to prove nothing. It was like, damn, this person already know who I am. But most importantly, she know my heart. And so I was like, damn, this is a different space. It's probably what, I didn't have friends, Boogie. A few other of my friends would tell me like, love gonna find you. You can't be out here just looking for love.
Least
like,
expected.
I really believe that though. Like, we shoot a shot at women and you wonder why the shit don't work because you kind of be driven by like lust and just trying to fuck.
And you was looking in the wrong places too, brother.
Yeah, I wasn't really looking. I'm just out this bitch having fun. Cause I was young.
What
OG,
come across you?
I'm turned.
You saying you a young OG?
Yeah, cause I'm still young compared to some people. I'm young, but I'm still young. You can't put that old shit on me. I don't even claim it. You feel me? So I'm young and turned. Young. We gonna get on that another time. What I was saying was I was looking at, like he said, in the wrong places. And then I found myself in a space where I'm like, man, this is a little different for me. And then that same night, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning, literally. They already know this story. I had this beat in my head. It was the dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. And I'm like, why is it beat in my head? And I'm like, that's the Pink Panther beat. And I had looked it up. I'm like, I ain't seen Pink Panther in a minute. Because I know it's like a movie, then it's a cartoon, if you pay attention. Pink Panther. But on the original one, it's like he like sneaking in, and it's like little missing signs, and it's kind of like a nostalgia. It's like a core memory beat that the generation before me, my mom, my grandma, everybody remember the Pink Panther. And so I want to say it hit me like a brick wall. I was like, that's what I'm about to do. I said, I'm about to sneak back in on the pod side of things. I'm going to write my ideas down. It just so happened that my brother and my cousin was spending the night, and the next morning I told them what I was going to do. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dress in some pink stuff. I'm going to just write down stuff. I'm going to put my own little spin on it. And they know me. One thing about the people around me, they never really, I'm super blessed with my village because they don't ever like push me to do nothing. They just believe in me. They already know who I am. It's just about the world noticing who you are sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm super blessed with that, a village of people who just pour into me all the time. And so when I told them, they was like, yeah, do it. That's going to be hard. Did they know they knew I was going to work towards it, but it was just the timing of it. And so then I just kind of like connected the dots on like, okay, I remember I got my little homie who got a lot of resources. Shout out to Iverson. He always was like, bro, let me know if you need anything as far as like cameraman.
Yeah, shout out to Iverson for sure.
Yeah, shout out to people. He's like, let me know if you need any like help with like a cameraman or something. And if you watch his videos, he's super animated. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hit up Iverson. I'm gonna tell him the script or what I'm gonna do. That was one step, but because I kind of had envisioned what I was gonna do, and I pitched it to him. He was like, "That shit hard, but you need to write it down. You need to be super detailed." And so from there, he like, you need to be so detailed that you need to have which angles you want, like how many scenes, like, and I'm gonna find somebody for you. So I took that mission a little personally, and everybody who know me know I actually really love film and movies. Like I really like watch all types of movies. When I was off Instagram for my 90-day hiatus, I watched some shit like Schindler's List, or it's a black and white film.
Cause I'm like, what is that?
Yes, Steven.
This nigga really do watch hella movies.
But you studied mass.
Yeah, I was a mass media major.
Yeah, so that's no
college.
surprise.
So I just always love movies, but I love Spike Lee, and even on a lot of his films, if you pay attention to his angles and like on Do the Right Thing, it's like different angles. So I was like, okay, I want this angle, and I'm taking pictures of the angle I want, or POV. It was like real detailed that when I end up sending the script back to him, he was super like shocked that it was so detailed, but he was also not surprised because this is also somebody who kind of been knowing me from high school, and he was just like, I'm super grateful for him because he kind of always put a battery in my back when he don't even know he's doing it. Like he's just a dope person. So shout out to Jeremy. He connected me with his cameraman. Shout out to Jay, and then we shout out to Sage and Boogie too, because Boogie was gonna always be part of the film. He was the first person I was like, he gonna be in it because it's like a part of it. And so from there, yeah, I wrote it. I wrote everything.
You brought that shit to life too, bro.
Yeah,
and it turned out really good.
Yeah, and that's the best feeling. The best
to
feeling
see
is
it come to life.
Something, and then like actually coming into life. And I think let me tell you, that shit better than
that jacket was
making money. I ain't gonna lie.
The whole outfit, yeah, that shit on.
But see, I'm an overthinker, and in that miss, you can ask my girl at the time. My girl. We gonna blur that out. But I'm overthinking like, damn, what I'm gonna wear. And so I'm looking through, and I'm ordering stuff, and I'm like, I'm like, it's getting hot out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I get this jacket, I gotta hurry up and put it out. It's like all these thoughts. But then I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna put it out when it's time. I even read this book because I'm finna get into what y'all been on to too. But I just wanted to shout out everybody who helped me bring that vision to life. Like that meant a lot to me. I also found like a love again for just a low key, film again and writing. I think that's something we'll do like each season. Just like kind of get on the creative side of things. And I was just like, I'm a super overthinker. And one of these books I was reading called "Don't Believe Everything You Think" from Joseph Nguyen or something like that. It talks about your thought versus thinking. So your thought is whatever come to your mind at first is about like I want to get back into podcasting, but the thinking is low key in a sense the negative side of it. Which anything. So the thinking would be a podcast is overcrowded. Everybody got a podcast. It's a circus. I didn't really like the direction it's going.
Mm-hmm.
You see indictments coming. You see like a lot of people self-snitching.
Indictments coming.
Well, not. I'm just saying, like you see,
it's like no jumper. You don't be tuned in.
It's just like a bad. It's just like it was a bad look, but then it's also still an audience for it, and it's something that I am passionate about. But I've also got caught into like want to make money in the shadows, and but when you got people who like believe in you in something, I think you should. I thought at least we should go for at least like 100+ episodes and then decide if we're gonna keep it going. And just with anything you do in life, consistency is really the answer. And like we see that with everything. Like it don't matter if you've been selling dope forever. Like it'll show if you've been consistent. If you just start selling dope, you ain't gonna make no money. You know what I'm saying? Or if you just started being a scammer, you probably not gonna make no money off your first year or two. It's niggas who maybe been doing this shit for years. I'm basically saying, if you pay attention to the patterns of consistency, I think it ended up working out at the end. And that's something that I think I owe IBI and my close people who believe in me. Now, that was a little bit, and I know y'all wanted to emphasize on, I'm out the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
We sure did want to emphasize on it, but we didn't know how far he was willing to go. He
I'm
out the game.
Yeah, I'm out the game.
Cause see what y'all don't know too. We did a whole hour and 30-minute episode.
Yeah, we did.
Which y'all might have seen a little clip from the doggy Ahk.
Yeah.
Ahk Doggy, what they call it.
Ahk Doggy. I was looking for you too, Ahk Doggy.
You were surprised. You didn't even know how the thing about Ahk Doggy.
No, that shit
Wait a minute.
You know who you is, but you don't know who
We're
he
not
is.
going to get into that because we're still on the fact that Marcus is out the game. Okay.
Mako is out the game.
He got a real, I don't even want to call her a shorty or anything like that. He has a woman.
Yeah, my brother's in love.
She's a good person.
She's a great person. Good human being.
Yep.
Good human being.
The best. The best for you, brother.
Yep. She matched my energy. She matched like my yeah. So like I said,
and reciprocates.
that.
He's not doing all of the leg work.
Yeah.
It's like you finally found what I got.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. You know.
About to come rub y'all elbows.
Yeah. It's a blessing for sure.
It is.
Yeah, we did shoot that episode. It was like we never did a walkthrough episode. That was low key our walkthrough.
That was the
where
walkthrough.
We had sound problems and a
Technical
lot of
difficulties.
So when he
Knocking the dust
said
off,
this podcast stuff comes with a lot and it's costly, it's also time tiring.
Yeah.
You got technical difficulties. It's like one of those things where it's like you almost want to give up and be like, man, F it.
That'd be the test.
That'd be the test. You got to keep
But
pushing.
I'm also
pushing.
not deterring anybody that want to do it. I realize when they start one, they like this shit work.
They realize after the
It's
fact.
work.
Yeah, it's work. It's a lot of work.
What time is it?
Just with anything, but with this shit, it's work because especially when you hands on with everything. And so, but knowing myself, putting my head down, just go around. I ain't gonna lie, just gonna put it down and we gonna talk
Putting
about
that
it no
work
more.
in. It's gonna
Yeah.
pay
You know what
off.
I'm saying? Yeah,
That
we're gonna be
shit
trying different
pay
things.
off.
I want to shout out to all the people listening right now too, because don't forget to subscribe. We got a lot of stuff up our sleeve with
We do.
different sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to EA6, the flag football team out there on the east
To
side.
the east side.
Shout out to Eastside Dental.
Them boys on the east side.
Mhm.
East side dental.
Eastside holding down right now.
Mm-hmm.
I
Ahk
just saw my
Doggy,
boy
though.
today.
You couldn't wait to spin it back, dog.
But yeah, because
We're gonna talk about it. Let's
we
talk
can
about it now.
We can talk about it now.
Now.
We can talk about what's up with you, Boogie.
Let's talk about it now.
Because you've been on your community service per usual. Like, you super involved
Oh
with the
yeah,
community.
show love, that kind of been in me.
Always.
I was always on that. Like before we even start doing the community stuff
Mm-hmm.
with the brand. So that's just something like that's in my heart. Like show love. So which is kind of like bro says. Like, I feel like everybody. The way I look at it is like, we had these thoughts or these visions of things we want to do. I feel like that's from God. It's like it's not of man, but it's on us to
See it through.
see it through. Cause I don't had a lot of good ideas, and I feel like we all have. Everybody can relate to that. Where you just didn't see it through. You didn't follow through. You didn't do the work. Whatever it was. So I feel like that's something for me that I always like had dear to my heart. And Meg, you don't even know, bro. This is something that I've been wanting to do, but you kind of jumped it for me with that donation that you gave. So
That's
just the
love.
power of life and how things work. Like I've been having in my mind, I want to do a clothing closet, work with kids in foster care. Meg put on Twitter, he was like, I got all these clothes, I don't know what to give them out to.
Yeah.
And I seen it and I didn't comment on it, but I kept it in my head.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna talk to bro about it. And we all went that second Sunday of Ramadan. We all went and gave back with the Bar Foundation. And we was giving out, feeding the hood and Bankhead. And my bro gave me like 2 bags full of stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I've been having this thought, I've been wanting to do it. I'm like, bro, do it. Like, now is the time to do it. So, that kind of jump starts. So shout out to you too, bro.
You got a support system to get it done.
Facts.
And show love just comes second natural for us. Like, if I'm using the correct term, like we always just been somebody that just. I have my random moments where I'm just like, I want to get back, right? It hit me, and then of course I had the thought, but I sometimes would tweet it, and I was like, the first person I need to give it to is Boogie, if anything. He was telling me go to the.
I'm
West
telling
End.
you, no. Whenever there's something in my house that needs to be for
Tashima,
someone,
Tashima gonna hit me.
we always. There's no one
and
else to give
I
it
love
to.
y'all for that because I always bless the people that need to be blessed, or at least try to, within my network of who I'm connected to. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. So I'm back. And just kind of like bro said, I don't know if it's a Libra thing. You know, I be in my head too off social media, but it's like Tashima done inspired me too. We're gonna get to her in a minute, but it's
I was
just
about to be like, how?
it's just like with the social media thing and like posting what you're doing or like trying stuff out.
Yeah.
When you got a goal and you know where an idea or something can go far, it's like just following through with it and like, okay, let me try out different things. Let me do this. This might not be. I don't like posting on social media, but I need to. So, you know, yeah. So that's where I kind of been at. You know, back out here showing love, back out here working with the kids. Which even when I'm off social media, I'm still doing it.
100%.
It's just people don't know that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it ain't being promoted.
Yeah.
It's something that I do
You
all the time.
too.
So
You did Africa. You did a lot of things.
yeah,
Haiti.
man, Haiti.
Naturally, and your attention is always pure. So
With that
Yeah.
being said, do not be afraid to donate.
Yeah, so
Donate. Whether
y'all
it's
come on the
clothing,
show. Y'all got y'all spring cleaning.
Yeah, whatever. Donate.
I know y'all folks. Them forces get one scuff on them. Y'all done with them.
Done with them.
throw them bitches like t-shirts.
Give them to me. I got you. You know, I'm gonna clean them up. I'm gonna give them to some
I
foster
was gonna
kids.
ask you. You cleaned them shoes.
Them bitches
I
was
clean
clean.
them.
Whatever you did.
Bleaching and dish soap
Damn.
and a
See,
toothbrush.
I think I just don't be feeling like doing all that.
Nah, you went old school.
Yeah.
Toothbrush. But
Cause
see,
you cleaned them boys.
and I got a vision.
They
You
look
know,
brand
I
new.
want to eventually get a partnership with one of these shoe cleaner companies out here. It's a couple in the A.
That's a good idea.
Get with them, and
Yeah.
they gonna get me
Get it
right.
in,
So
yeah.
that's something that has been in my head. It's like, okay, look, I gotta put the work in first. Like, it's more stuff that I gotta do. So,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, man.
I would definitely, like you said, get back when he said how Tashima has motivated us both. Because I think our generation, I don't want to say it's the 90s, baby. It's like 90 to 96, maybe to the 2000s. Millennials.
We
Yeah,
millennials.
we
The
millennials.
millennials stop at
I
96.
think of course, we seen both sides of the street, the street lights, and we seen social media come into impact. And you know, when social media first came out, we were like comfortable. It was just like a game to us. It was just like, oh, it was just our friends we've been knowing since high school.
MySpace.
Yeah, we didn't look at it as a money grab.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then somewhere over time, it kind of switched for us. It was
Big
like
time.
it was like a switch.
Vine.
It
The
switched
young
on
niggas start getting money.
It switched on everybody. But
Yeah.
you start people in the young generation, like, these young niggas eating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I
Yeah,
feel,
it's really
yeah,
easy off
we
this shit.
catching on late because I was like, man, I'm not getting on there showing my whole life doing all that.
We
But they
come
been
from
on
a-
it
Yeah,
though.
but they been on
But see,
it.
we come from a private generation.
Very much so.
Real private about what we do. We come
Giving
from like,
giving people access is just
man, it's too much.
It's too
like, man, I
much.
don't want niggas to know my business like that. You know what I'm saying? Now these niggas is blogging any and everything.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? And
The good, the bad,
we
the
kinda
ugly.
can't get- we kind of fucked up in the middle of it because our generation with my mother and the 70s, 60s babies. One thing about them, I always noticed about all of them, they followers always opposite. My mom will be, she got about 200 followers, but she following 10,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of them like that.
yeah.
That is how
they
the
all
older
like that.
generation
Yeah.
is.
They like that. But see, they also don't care.
They
yeah,
don't.
they don't. And they gonna go live all at any
Boom.
event.
They don't care.
Post
They posting
anything.
They posting them close selfies. They posting them close selfies up close. Like that's them.
That's
and
straight
then
up.
You got the young generation where
The
they
aesthetics.
kind
on
of
point.
got this shit fucked up because they think, well, I'm also not limiting them their beliefs, but you know, some of them want certain shit by 24, 25 for real.
Yeah.
Like they want the
We did too
Bugatti.
though.
They don't want to. No.
Nah,
The
I didn't
difference
want
between
no Bugatti.
Not
We
only
thought we was
that,
gonna
though.
be married. We thought we was just gonna have a life.
a regular life.
Regular life.
Yeah.
We was on some regular shit. We was like, we're gonna be married by 24, 25. I want an M or something.
Yeah.
But see, they dreaming. They dream super big. And I love that about them because it's like, damn, like y'all really like dreaming.
They are
They
legit the
seen it,
generation
though.
of trying shit.
Trying
Didn't
shit.
work. Okay, cool. Trying shit. Like my
They
little
seen
brother
it.
is
They
he
own that. You gotta
man.
give
He
it
a
to 'em.
photographer one day. He putting together a whole script the next, rapping the next,
They
doing
on
real estate
all
the
that.
next. It's like
I
all
love
that.
it.
Some
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
stick.
yeah.
We in that middle part.
We in the middle part.
Where you got some that's doing their thing, you know, because they get it like, fuck all these people, you know,
Mm-hmm.
fuck that high school cool popularity shit,
Mm-hmm.
college cool. Fuck all these people. These people ain't paying my bills.
Yeah.
I need to like lock in on my
Lock
life.
in.
Yeah.
But then you got some that just like, I don't want to post nothing. And, you know, I don't want to say a lot of us watching from the sidelines, but it can feel like, I feel like our 30s, because we all in our 30s. Our 20s was about like the work we put in, right? We in college, we playing.
We put in work.
We put in a lot of work in our 20s,
Yeah.
and it kind of shows now. But now our 30s is the most critical decade because it's like if we don't figure out what we doing now, then be consistent. Our 40s we cook. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, I'm not saying. I said I think it's you just getting started in your 40s too, but I think your 30s, if you're not working towards something, I really believe
okay, for sure.
No, true.
For
In
sure.
that sense, yeah.
For sure.
If you're not working towards something,
Some
in your
niggas don't
30s,
really get it to their 40.
Yeah,
Like it don't really.
No,
pop
that's
for
not
them.
an option.
it's gonna pop in your 40s if you're working towards something now. I think
It gotta pop before then.
That too.
I'm
But
trying to
just saying,
retire.
for sure. I'm just saying though, like if you was bullshitting in your 20s, it's showing now in your 30s.
Showing your 30s. And if you bullshitting in your 30s,
It's gonna really show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Even
it's just-
worse in
You
your
gotta pay
40s.
attention to that. But back to you. Twin.
I really hate how
I'm
y'all put
randomly
me on the spot.
So TikTok.
Me too.
Follow TikTok. We got a TikTok. I'll be like, even though we don't got no posts, I'm a watcher on there. But at the
Stalker.
same time, Twin is going up on TikTok to the point where I want to
Famous.
say during Ramadan, you said, well, one I've been noticed how your videos are going like viral, 500,000 views, you know, close to an M views, and you're not doing nothing but being yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you getting complimented on your skin. You know what I'm saying? You getting complimented on just who you are as a person.
She getting niggas
But
asking
also
her to
pushing,
marry
you know,
her,
not even pushing your religion. You just giving it from a different perspective. What she said she having niggas what?
asking to marry her.
And then you gonna re-ask the question.
Damn, I didn't even know that. She didn't tell me that. That's crazy.
She just showed me before we started.
Oh wow, you just put that out there like that.
Yeah, this nigga
Between-
in another country. It ain't.
Oh, like that lady. I want 20,000.
Yeah,
Or more.
yeah.
Every time.
Did she
Or
make
more.
it back?
I think she bet.
I
She's
just seen a
back.
video of her in New York having
I
this
did
shit
too.
on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah,
she made it
yeah.
back.
Yeah,
did.
I know she
but
got
with you,
fucked up out there.
I love because you was also a private person.
I'm still a
Super
very
hidden.
private person.
But it's like this is you. You doing good to the point where you don't even know what. Tell them about the story. How I guess you was just at the mosque and somebody they recognizing you.
Yeah, that's tough though, cause I'm
You're not doing it for that reason.
not at all, not at all, not at
Yeah.
all, not at all.
It's genuine.
I
But
went on there
your
trying to
intention
just
is
be
good, though.
modest fashion. That was the goal. But God be having like whole other plans.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing I did that I think really helped. Y'all know I got another TikTok.
Oh,
Just like how I got a TikTok that I've
I
had
didn't
for
know that.
about 2
it's like a
years.
Finsta.
No, it's my main TikTok.
Finsta.
It's my main TikTok. But I told myself I was like, nah, I need to figure out what I'm doing on content. But I know I need to do content. And I made a whole nother page, and I just didn't tell nobody about it. So I didn't. I wanted to just be comfortable. And sometimes when you got your people following you or people from your past following you, you kind of subconsciously are thinking like, what they gonna think about this?
They might judge the old.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, let me just create a whole nother page
That's
and
the-
go from there.
That's the thinking.
That's the thinking.
The thought. Like, let me start this page.
And let me just and keep it going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
was the thought. That was the thought.
And so
Forget
then, what's that saying you told me though?
I'm throwing shit on the wall and seeing what
With
stick.
stick.
Boom,
Because
I
even
love
when I started, you'll notice it wasn't on like the vibe I was on now. I was just getting on there talking. And then when I seen like what I was talking about, what was sticking, I was like, okay, cool, let me just stick with this. But then it was like, truth be told, it really pulled me closer to my dean, if I'm being honest, because it's like, I ain't got no choice. Now I'm being held accountable because I got all these people watching. So
Man, that's amazing. And the response been amazing. Of course, you're going to have little trolls. saying
I
stuff.
got trolls.
Yeah, and it's just like.
With the
they-
fans come the trolls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and they
trolls.
come
They
with it.
trolls big time.
That's how you know you're doing something right, though.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we know your heart. You're not doing it for profit. You
Now,
know that you
now don't get it twisted.
Oh, she want that money.
We gonna get to the
It's the real
profit to get making some money. That's the goal. The initial goal was to make money. But then when you see like just like how you do everything with show love and you not making no profit from that. That's coming from what God done instilled in you.
But I still want the profit.
Of course. It's just like I done.
You human.
You feel what I'm saying?
We all
Like,
human now.
hey,
We all got bills.
in order for you to make that thing happen, you gotta have some type of profit somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like now I'm just mixing in the thing that God want me to do with the thing that's gonna bring in the profit.
That's amazing. And like I said, I'm proud of really both of y'all because
Likewise,
y'all.
I'm
Y'all-
proud of y'all too.
I ain't posting
Proud of
nothing.
y'all.
I'm still, even with the real niggas posting, I'm like, I still don't want to post on my page.
I feel you though.
But it's
I'm
like
gonna tell you another thing I did before I got on there. I created a boundary list. This is what I'm willing to do, what I'm not willing to do, what I'm willing to show, what I'm not willing to show. Like how people do the get ready with me in their room by their bed, I'm not down for that. You can't see my bed. You can't see like where I don't feel comfortable with that.
I ain't
or
even peep.
even
that's
like,
real
but
though.
that's like a boundary
just
I had
you.
to set.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then even like when I'm making slide, you know, people make those posts with them print. I'm not doing that. I'm not making no post of me praying and reading. I'm not on that type of time.
No, we
So
not
create
real
your
intentional.
boundaries. You got to be
and that's just
intentional.
who you as a person, like very intentional. I love that.
You can do it.
Nah, for sure. And we gonna do.
We gonna do it. We on that.
Gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because the older we get, the less I'm not giving a fuck.
But I'm telling you.
This shit's so serious. The economy's so serious right now. Listen, I told them straight up. They come in here. It used to be food.
Yeah. Nigga ain't
Food
feeding us no more.
I bought his niece with me.
Nigga, we was getting something to eat.
Peanut butter sandwiches and water.
Going down.
He did give us water with lemon.
Them days is over.
Got no food for the
like
baby.
I said, I stopped smoking and drinking February 1st, but that's because I just wanted to clear my head.
Yeah, it was no specific reason.
It was no. Yeah, clearing my head and just because I just wanted new results though.
Yeah.
I've been smoking since I was about 17, 18. And my first probably real session was with Boogie. And we used to get so high. This the Wiz Khalifa era and all this other stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And,
Yeah, I was a pilot.
But I used to think even when we was young then, bro, I used to think like about these days. I swear to God, I used to be like, man, it's gonna be a time where I gotta quit smoking. I used to think, but I said I love weed. And I used to also had a thought when we was younger that all my friends smoke. If I stop smoking, they ain't gonna be my friend. I used to really think that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was just an honest thought. Now, if you got a problem with me not smoking, you're not supposed to be in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
That's where I'm at with it. Like, if you
Straight
like,
up.
No
I'm
facts.
trying to smoke with you, we just not on the same.
You gotta
page no more.
evolve.
Yeah.
That's just your way of evolution.
And if you ain't evolving now at our big age, it's all love. I wish you the best. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all love.
I think I kind of wanted to talk about like.
Let's talk about the Muslim. I'm talking about the Muslim thing. That's what I want to talk about. But where you was about to go?
Let's go. Let's do it real quick.
What you was getting into? Because these two been going at it
Yeah.
since the last
False
episode we
claim.
recorded.
He false claimer.
So he putting it out there that I'm false claiming. And I think that the viewers, y'all don't understand me. So I wanted to clear the air.
Yeah, clear the air for him.
No, I never said I was Muslim. I barely resonate with being Christian. And that's just for my personal
So what you
reasons.
Jehovah's Witness?
I'm
You JV now?
gonna read something for you, brother.
JW?
Spirituality does not come from religion. It comes from our soul. All right? I ain't gonna read the whole quote. This is from Haley Selassie. Now, I took a journey, and I don't think y'all know this. I studied religion in college. That was my minor.
Was it? I did not know that.
Yeah, so I studied a lot of religion.
You did it at Valdosta?
Mm-hmm.
I took a class.
I took a lot of them. I was interested in it, like read books, and it's just my personal journey. The whole Muslim thing. Now, if y'all remember, 5 years ago, I was bald. Y'all remember
Yes,
that?
we remember.
Okay, I lost my hair.
You lost it?
Alopecia.
Shut up.
So I was going through
I don't
life.
know you too long to not know that.
I had alopecia.
I remember. That was my boy.
So-
I had to hold it down.
I was going through life, stressed out. It was a hard time. I'll never forget this because Dex was cutting my hair at the time. And I came home.
You went Turkey?
No, I seen a bald spot like on my hairline and I blamed Dex.
Yeah.
I like hit him up like, bro, what the fuck you did to my head? He like, bro, like you was good. I made him cut my hair again.
Yeah.
But come to find out, it was happening everywhere. And I had alopecia, so I had to cut all my hair off. I went bald because my hair just wouldn't grow. And it was a stress thing when I went to the doctor. And when I started to get my life right, I started wearing kufis. Just because I had little patches in my head
Yeah.
and I was just
Cover it up.
self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
So that was my way of like, okay, I can wear this anywhere. Like, I can wear a little kufi. So I ain't gonna get too deep into why, I grew up in a Christian household. I went to a Christian school, all that. Like, I know about the Bible, all that stuff. But I feel like, and me and Make have had this conversation, I just feel like, your upbringing is what you're gonna believe in. Like, if you was raised in a Christian house, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be Christian. You was raised in a Muslim house, you was raised in a Buddhist house, you was raised in an atheist house.
You're
It's
that
like-
religion by default.
by
No
default.
choice.
So once you start to do your own research and, you start to figure stuff out or whatever, you should come up with your own view of what you think religion is. So, going to Africa, going through my alopecia thing, I just kind of came to a conclusion that I didn't want to identify with being a Christian. I feel like there's truth in Christianity. I feel like it's truth in the Muslim religion. I feel like it's some of what the Buddhists practice is also some positivity and truth in that. I feel like, there are guidelines of how you should live your life. There's a lot of stories of what happened, but you got to apply it in your own term of what makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Sure.
So to all my Muslims out there, I don't mean to offend you.
Ain't nobody offended.
Nah.
See, my Ahks is.
The Ahks.
Listen.
I know they ready to put
I don't want y'all to be offended because next time y'all see me, I'm gonna have that shit on. And I ain't.
When you say what you got the science on you?
He gonna have the thobe on.
I'm gonna have the thobe on.
Oh, you seem like you trying to pull it out.
No,
I got it on me too. But
you gonna have it on you with the top.
With the thobe?
You need to make it.
Him calling it a thobe is really taking me out right now.
Which one you gonna choose, brother? Because
hey man,
you can't be having that on and drinking wine where I know what I know about.
I apologize to my sister in the comments who addressed that. I didn't mean any harm, sister. I maybe shouldn't have been drinking the wine and thobe, but
what if you would have spilled it on there?
I'm not a Muslim, so I don't gotta abide by Muslim rules.
Like I told y'all, a lot of that stuff.
Why he wearing the kufi?
It's just that stuff is cultural. That's not like it's not embedded.
Just false claiming, twin.
Just
no, because even Christians can wear a hijab. Like it's no one gets offended. No female should get offended by
she
someone
was joking.
who's not
I don't
think
she was
wearing a hijab.
But you could celebrate Christmas, and a lot of people out here do, and not be Christian, and that's supposed to be the birth of Jesus Christ. So if I want to celebrate Ramadan or observe Ramadan and not be a Muslim,
you should.
I can do that.
You should.
So
as long as you do it the right way.
I'm doing the right way. So I
funny how
I just want to put that out there.
Fell on the same time, but I appreciate you clearing the air, Boogie.
Y'all want to clear that?
That didn't make you feel better.
Nah, because them niggas still calling me like, where he at?
No.
They're like, where's dog at? I want to talk about something. I want to bring him up there to the spot on 7.
But bring him up, because I would love to have a conversation with anybody. I don't want to debate.
That's why I thought the ski mask was safe for him, because when I was getting these calls, they was like, oh, we don't even need to see you no more. we know, bro.
They was looking for him. They thought I was false claiming.
They said, Boogie with the ski. We want to see him. When he already put it out there, they said, we don't even want to. You good.
They know who I am now.
He's out there. Y'all didn't. He's out there, brother. And it is what it is.
Don't run up on Boogie. I'm gonna just let you know.
Okay.
Don't run up on me. You see Boogie, me, folks.
You've been in that gym though.
I've been in the gym.
You ain't been working on them legs.
I ain't working on them legs.
How many?
Out of 5 days of the week, I'm doing chest and arms for 4.
But I'm saying
that is insane to me.
How much are you putting towards the legs?
He just told you.
If I work out 5 days of the week,
yeah,
I'm doing chest and arms 4. And that one day I do legs, it's gonna be like 30 minutes.
30 minutes total.
That is crazy.
You doing what you call it with the thing?
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of that.
Squats.
But in between that, I'm still getting my arms in.
I'm part of Blurpee gang.
Huh?
Burpee? I don't know how y'all do them.
Oh yeah, that's them jailhouse workouts.
Ooh.
I'm with them boys.
Them burpees get you right.
That takes me out.
Your body get used to it though.
Man, I have to do burpees at home.
My only issue with the gym is I'm gonna still eat what I want. I still eat.
It's all about diet.
Yeah, I don't care.
And I don't have a diet.
As long as I get in there every day.
I don't have. Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat because you can die in a car accident tomorrow for eating not what you want. Then what? Then what you gonna do?
But see,
I couldn't eat a good burger.
But see, is Muslims out there, Muslims that took their shahada, that's eating the pork, they eating the swine.
Ooh. No,
they ain't living right.
No,
I'm just saying.
No.
I feel like you projected it. You ain't seen this though. I feel
it is
like, I don't know
because the thing is nobody perfect. That's what we talked about.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. The eating the pork thing
is crazy.
I can't understand now. I can understand a lot of stuff. I get it. But the eating the pork, astaghfirullah.
So we talked about it before.
Who though? Have you seen it with your own eyes?
So we talked about this before.
Have you seen these people eat
before
pork
the
with your
episode?
own eyes,
we mentioned about the Muslims that converted in prison for protection.
They did.
I guarantee you, all these niggas ain't just give up the pork, brother.
Yeah, but most of them, when they get out, they not practicing no more. They
That's
only
what I'm
Muslim when
saying.
they go to prison.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
Bloods of Crips.
It's just like you're not supposed to have sex before marriage in a couple of religions,
In all the religions.
but
Niggas still
is y'all niggas doing it?
Ooh. I think
His point is,
look
no
yourself-
one's perfect.
Look yourself in the mirror before you start pointing fingers at what Boogie doing with his thobe on. That's all I want to tell the Ahks out
To
there.
that camera,
Yeah, y'all
is
need to look
personal.
yourself in the mirror. What did you do this week?
Personal.
What did you do today? I hope all your money was legal.
Mm.
I hope you're not eating the swine. And I hope you're not out there having premarital sex.
before you come at Boogie.
Because I'm not. I'm married. I don't eat the swine.
What you was doing before marriage?
That don't count. I'm a changed man.
Probably got the ring finger on.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I don't.
That bad boy. on.
Listen.
So yeah, but that's all I wanted to say about the religion thing. I resonate with the Rastas in the Rastafarian religion, but I'm not ready to fully say I'm a Rasta because I'm not. I don't want to live like that.
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie to you, brother. You sound confused.
no,
You sound like you're all over the place. I
no.
want to be with.
I feel like the
wanna
white
be
man
with-
got his hands in certain religions in a certain way, and I feel like a lot of the people in religion. Let's talk about the Christians. A lot of Christians are very judgmental, and I witnessed that firsthand. I don't want to get too deep, but I grew up in Eddie Long
I don't
Church.
want to get too deep with religion.
And so the Eddie Long's thing happened, and a lot of people turned their back on Eddie Long.
What happened with Eddie Long?
touching them kids.
Don't say we're touching the kids. but whatever.
Not you done got sensitive.
Don't, because I don't know.
Was that man
I don't
touching
know what
kids or
happened
no?
with Eddie Long.
Hey, Eddie was touching them kids.
Clearly,
the
this
wrong
man
way.
went to Eddie Long church because
Alleged-
not you taking up for this man.
Allegedly.
Allegedly is crazy.
But
was
still,
a lie.
see, I say this. I say that to say
That
this.
was an East Side Terror story.
If you do one bad thing in your life, does that erase all the good you done? If because society says this is bad, that could be killing. And again, we have different standards on life of like
touching
you're not.
kids.
You,
I'm gonna say this.
He
I
ain't
get
touch
it.
kids. I
In
ain't say he
society,
touching kids
in society, that's a
Death
we
penalty.
look down on
There
that.
Death
should be
penalty.
A lot.
death penalty. Electric chair.
I agree. But
you?
again,
Man,
you can go to prison.
Clearly.
You can go to prison for anything
for sure.
and get your life to right or repent.
And we
You can
just
repent in any
we
relation in any religion. So I feel like that kind of strayed me away from
The church.
the church
I feel
when
you.
I
That's
seen
fair.
how
The church ain't what it
How they
was.
turned their back on.
they turned it back on.
So
them-
did
on
he
somebody.
get convicted of it?
He settled, which was a bad look, and I feel like a lot of people,
I'm sorry.
a lot of
Thing about
people,
twins, she don't be hip to
a lot of people, felt like
I
that was
am not the
an
only
admission
person
of
who
guilt.
is not hip to what happened with Eddie Long.
She's
I
not a
guarantee
Christian.
you,
She was
I'm
never-
not the only person who not hip to it. So not
A lot of
only
people-
am I
people-
getting educated, but they are too.
You know Y2K was twin.
I still don't know what the hell Y2K
Yeah, Tashima,
is.
she don't be.
It's just-
A lot of stuff she just don't.
She just don't know. But
That's
you
how I
know,
feel. But no, look.
shit
I ain't gonna lie.
happens. Unfortunately.
the Marvin Sapp video threw me off.
with
The
him
Marvin
locking
Sapp
them
video
doors,
was crazy.
that's crazy.
But you see how the Christians just so quick to the judge to turn their back on a black
Hey man,
man.
listen.
We're not gonna go too hard on religion on this.
We're not, but
Go
you
for
know,
politics.
that's
That'll
just.
get you canceled, brother. It's intellectual but ignorant. But chill out. Just chill.
I'ma chill. I said my piece.
Nah, I think that get out your DMs. Ahks, fall back.
Yeah.
Fall back.
Just fall back.
I'm not a
means
Muslim.
this brother mean no harm.
I have not taken my shahada, and
His
if
brother
I
means
one
peace.
day do, y'all will know.
Okay, I respect.
We
that,
could talk
brother.
then.
The animosity.
But this talk, we're gonna talk about it later. It kind of the story I was telling. It kind of get into my conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
About
we
the
gonna be doing conspiracy
mermaid?
things. Stop the music. Hit
Yeah.
the music. Well, we don't know what the thing is with the conspiracy. It's a button on there.
with
About
the
how you,
mermaids.
With the mermaids.
you think you really seen
How
them?
deep is this for you?
All right, so it's deep. I ain't gonna go too deep. So at the time, my wife now, we were dating, we was going through some things, and we separated because something happened. It was my fault. I wasn't fully honest with her about something, and I had to give her space to, decide what she wanted to do with our relationship. So I did a lot of like soul searching, just getting like spirituality. I was meditating a lot. I had my crystals. I'm doing a lot of stuff. Yeah. So my first trip out the country was to DR. First time ever, I'll go solo. Mako was actually supposed to pull up.
Yeah, that was what, 2020?
2020.
Yeah, long live my brother Nels.
Long live Nels.
He passed. I couldn't even.
Yep. So that whole thing happened. Make didn't come. So I'm out the country by myself. I'm on a spiritual journey now. I ain't go out there on no passport bros shit. I went out there, did cool. I'm going, enjoy the beach. My first time out of the country, I got a passport, I want to use it. Cool. I got my rocks, my stones. I'm out there meditating. Cool. I meet a girl, and we could post this on the screen. We could post it. Because I asked her about this recently. I meet a girl from DC. Her and her sister get into a fight on the plane. I'll never forget this shit. Getting off the plane, they put hands on a nigga for some reason. I ended up seeing them at my resort. So I ended up talking to him. Cool. I'm like, yeah, my brother coming. I'm thinking like, I got a cool little 2-on-2 set up for me and mate. Yeah. Like I'm planning to see whatever. Shorty birthday like 2 days after mine. She was cool. She a Libra. Long story short, me and this girl just chilling, talking about life. She was very spiritual too. So she was into all the spirituality stuff, like the numbers, the evil eye, the angel numbers, all that type of stuff. She was very much into that. So we talking about a lot. We got a connection. We talking about all this stuff. We on the beach, and the sun is setting. It's me and her chilling. Her sister probably over there with Dre at, a little further. And we just looking, talking, and man, in the yonder, we see some shit that it looks like a human. It's not a dolphin. It's skating on the water. And me and her like, I look at her like, what the fuck is that? She looking at me like, I'm like, do you see this shit? She sees what I see. It's not a dolphin. It's not a fish. It's shaped like a human. It's skating on the water. That bitch skating. And we looking, the shit stops and it shoots straight up in the sky. Man, that shit was so crazy. Was it pretty? It was a mermaid. I wasn't that close to see if it was pretty.
The girls seen together though.
Me and the girls seen together. I saw y'all the message. I asked her. I'm like, you remember that shit we seen about 5 years ago? Yeah. She was like, yeah, I think about it all the time. Because it's crazy. She the only person that
you can vouch for you.
Like can vouch for this story.
It's kind of like when you see a shooting star. You saw that?
No one believes you when you see it.
She the only person that can vouch for this. Like, so now if y'all do y'all research, DR is on the same piece of land that Haiti is on. So if you believe in mermaids, you know there are a lot of stories. If you ever talk to a older Haitian person or someone that has a Haitian in their family, they will tell you they've heard stories of mermaids.
Cardinal done heard stories of mermaids?
Yes.
People have.
He has.
Wow.
He heard from his people. If you ever talk to somebody from the Dominican Republic and they have older people in their family, they will tell you the same shit that, yeah, my people told me stories of mermaids. So it's a land. So if you out there and you heard, I ain't bullshitting. This is an area, DR in Haiti, where mermaids are pretty known to be seen, or the people do believe in mermaids. So I seen one. I know them shit's real. Okay. I seen it with my own 2 eyes. And they gonna call me crazy. I don't like talking about this type of shit.
Because they might come for you.
Cause they be looking at me like, bro, you weird. Like, no, bro, I know what I seen, bro.
I believe, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of life in that water we don't know about. I
I'm
wish
telling
the government
you.
would just be honest about a lot of stuff.
They can't.
Saying that's where the aliens coming from now. They saying that's where they come. They not coming from the sky.
They come from the water.
They come from the water.
But it was a movie, and I can't remember what movie it was.
It's
that
like
was
an old one.
No, this was recent.
The portal and shit. Why y'all think
it's an old movie?
Them Godzilla movies and shit, the nigga come from the water.
It was one of them Hercules type movies. I can't remember which one it was though.
Greek mythology movie type.
It was coming from under the water. That's what I remember.
I ain't gonna lie.
Them shits come from under the water.
It be like the less you know, the better.
That's why the government not gonna tell us.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna freak out.
Because then niggas be like, I don't want to pay bills.
I don't think I would.
That's the first time I said, I don't want to pay these bills no more. Y'all need to worry about
Get the aliens to deal with it.
I wouldn't freak out about mermaids.
Help us.
I think that would be kind of cool.
What?
Mermaids?
You wouldn't freak out, but the majority
and you gotta pay attention to like movies. It be messages in these movies that they be trying to tell us.
For shit,
they don't be putting out.
They don't pull that shit out their ass.
They don't. Yeah,
like
come on now.
that shit passed down from
some
centuries.
I think yeah, that's something we're gonna be doing each episode is talking about conspiracy. I be into conspiracy. I got conspiracy.
Mermaids are
Michael
real.
Jordan, got killed because of his gambling addiction. But we're gonna talk about that another time. Another segment we want to get into is, before we get out of here too, because I know this episode kind of dragging, is the neighborhood hero thing, the Boogie. I want you to kind of get into that because we had lost a legend in the city of Atlanta recently.
Yeah, shout out the street, man. They had my boy service today on Cantler. But something new we gonna do this season called Neighborhood Heroes. We wanna just salute the people in the city that's around the city. I feel like everyone we bring on this show is a neighborhood hero in some way, but we just wanna, more so spotlight, people that's in the community doing dope things. A lot of people didn't know like that Scooter was really involved with a lot of kids in the city through sports. So he loves sports. They had a free band AAU team. Free band elite. He was involved with a lot of the up and coming athletes, like from middle school, elementary school. Like he owned them early. Like, people bring their kids to school. They're like, no, who should I go train with? Like, what school should I go to? Decatur Blazers. I seen them, which is a really dope organization. They was like, Scooter was always around. It's a girl that go to Georgia Tech. I can't think of her name. She was like, yeah, that was my goddad. Like, he was in the Zay. Y'all know we real big on Isaiah Collier, who was at the game last night. Zay was at the funeral today. He was real big in Zay life, but like really being a big brother, like really keeping them away from the street, really keeping them like, okay, whatever you need, I got you. Trainers, keeping them fly, fresh, whatever they need. So, people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that about Scooter. Or maybe they do. But, we just want to just highlight Scooter, man. We lost a legend, but shout out to you for all the work that you did and the legacy that you left in the city of Atlanta, just being a neighborhood hero. So, shout out to that boy Street, man.
You're a real legend. Like you said, we was in New York with Scooter.
Oh, yeah, we was.
He definitely was that type of person. He like not a regular dude, because he was legend to us in college. Like, we just was like, he was super hot.
Hell yeah.
But if you in Atlanta, Atlanta people also don't kind of they don't be on groupie stuff.
Not at all.
When we see Scooter, just like, oh, that's Scooter.
Yeah, he kicking us with us in the club. I think
this shit was
they
normal.
playing his song when we went in the club with him to make him feel. But
yeah,
he the type, he would just be wanting to chill. And also,
he don't need all that.
Yeah, he didn't want all that. And then you also don't want to get no pictures with niggas because you thinking like that's groupie vibes. You don't want this nigga to be uncomfortable. But in your mind, like, that's Scooter. He just want to talk about
I wish I would have got a picture with Scooter
kicking
now.
shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Same thing in the strip club. Shout out to all my East Side homies who going through that but he was cool with a lot of niggas on the West Side too, man.
No, Scooter was good everywhere,
New York,
man.
all that. I wanted to say, what's the Scooter bar that y'all like remember that just a core memory? Because like I said, when he came on, we was like 20, 21, 22, our early 20s. That Scooter era was crazy. Like he had the streets.
Scooter
he
was
had
that
to
nigga.
I mean, he still had the streets, but when he had to do that bid, I think he dropped Columbia, and then he had to go sit for a minute, and the wave kind of died a little bit. And, I just remember that because nigga, that's all we was
just
playing in our
love Columbia.
Scooter was the reason. I told you I wanted to get Hector.
Hector.
We didn't even know who Hector was. I was like,
y'all in this damn Metro time.
Hector.
we gotta find that nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, that Eliante, and we was with Eliante in New York too. That nigga was just kicking it.
Like, them niggas was kicking
that boy
hard.
Elliot.
Them niggas was hard.
Yeah,
though.
man.
I wanted to play some shit, like some little tracks that make a core memory. But
yeah, man.
Long live street, man. The real Judge.
Long live street, dog.
The real Judge King.
I feel like the word finesse
came from 100%. 100%.
He put it on.
Finesse.
It wouldn't be no finesse 2 times without young Scooter, nigga.
Okay.
The next time finesse 2 times come to the hey, check in, nigga. You feel me?
Finesse.
I feel like he the reason free bands and him in Future, that free bands era.
That was the best.
He kind of helped turn the free bands movement up though.
He wanted niggas to like it emphasize it a lot. Like it was
Yeah.
like,
put a spotlight on
free
it.
Bands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like
Hell yeah.
He put a spotlight on it
Niggas
for
thought,
sure.
Niggas thought
Because it's not like it wasn't already happening.
We needed them free bands.
Yeah.
It wasn't no 4PF. It was free bands, nigga.
God.
Like, I'm trying to take a few of these nigga pieces, man, and run off on their ass.
Oh,
This
God.
nigga still running off. They wonder why their face card is what it is, nigga.
Y'all gotta stop that shit, man.
Yeah, face card like your credit
But
score.
Scooter probably run off on niggas still though.
Come on now.
It is what it is.
But he was the
That
Jug King.
Yeah.
That was
Jug
Scooter
King
gonna
what he gotta
do. That was Scooter gonna do now. You got to know that for you.
Man,
Well,
long
you-
live the Jug King.
Get in with my boy.
This
No, long little street though,
this a
man.
memory for your ass though. You remember this?
It's too high.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
When this came out, it was crazy.
This gotta come from live mixtapes.
Yeah, that's when I started.
Me and
I
Boogie
forgot
used to
about
do this
this.
in the parties. We wasn't with all the dancing.
Damn, I ain't heard this shit in so long.
Right.
Oh, right. Designer clothes, right?
Right.
There's another one right here.
Pluto, put this on Apple Music now.
Not on there. Cause this
Not
tape,
on there. None of that stuff is
To
on
me,
there.
this tape was probably his best tape though. This that finessing and flexing. This one of the ones.
Right.
What's another one? He come in crazy. 3 bands. This another one.
And I got my set right.
Street Lottery has some hits.
I used to love the ad libs.
Yeah.
You be cutting some of these.
Where'd you
gotta
find
do
this?
like a-
I used to love all that.
I'm fucking up, dog.
I get money right.
I'm nervous.
You get money
What you nervous
right.
for?
He on the spot right now.
He had so many hits.
He
Even
did.
This one of the ones.
Hey,
This tape had us in the chokehold freshman year.
man.
I still listen to this shit.
This brings back great memories.
This one.
Why did you turn? Oh, hold on, wait a minute.
Boogie got my money on Rose.
This one of the ones. Oh, my fault. I'm
Yeah, because
Come
I'm
on,
like, you
DJ.
keep turning my songs, and I don't know how I
This
feel
how
about
the
it.
DJ be doing it nowadays. He be jamming and then switch it on you.
Too soon. I like to stand on it. Make a nigga drop them bands on you. Better put a ring on you. You looking good with them jeans on you. All because of the stand on you.
What else we
With them
got?
bands on
I
you.
like to stand on it. Make a nigga throw the bands
Oh.
on it.
Which one?
Anytime I think of Scooter, before I think of Scooter and
What song you
Future,
think of?
I think of Scooter and Gucci. Dead
Free
Man, Free Bricks, all that. All that.
77 birds in the trash can. My
Like,
cooker cooked the
77
dope
birds was
with his
crazy.
left.
that was a great
Dead Man was-
song.
Dead Man was crazy.
That was one of my favorite.
We gotta play like 2, 3 more. We gotta get. It's the thing I'm working with the DJ thing. It's the audio. It's acting up. 77 Birds was crazy.
That was a good song.
Shit was crazy.
When I'm on the stage with you, but call me Chrissy James when I hold this damn pistol. You can call me Gucci Gua when I do a song with you, but don't walk up on me, Holmes. I ain't finna blow no strong with you. They don't get along with you. Hold on, don't turn with Scooter. We gotta hear Scooter part. Hold
Yeah,
on.
he was gonna turn it too.
Hold on. But it's very long. It's coming. I bet his hood would not miss him. Dead man. Playing games with your bread, you's a dead man. Dead man. Walk around and be a dead man. His verse went so hard on this song. Dead man. 8 watches, 4 chains, 6 rings. I love him. From coast to coast, I said numbers on the dope.
We in that bitch at Bobby.
16.5. Prices low, they shout it low when I drive. Got my feet leaning low. I was roll running.
at the trailer in the morning, won't stop jugging. Every month I make for
What about this?
Oh man, we gotta talk about one more thing after this too.
What?
After this, oh, them my shit.
I got them Dirty Birds. Call me Julio.
Them my favorite song.
He just retired.
Them my favorite song right
I
here.
know something about sports.
Them my favorite shit right here. I got them dirty birds, call me Julio. Soon after we make it Julio. We been down Julio, Hector. Yeah, them my shit. Like Julio. I got them dirty birds, call me Julio. Julio.
This need to be the Falcon shit when he retired.
Julio.
And
That's
is.
the one that fucked up the street though.
Hector. 1 o'clock, Sunday, Pat touchdown.
Yeah.
Them was one of yours. Them my Florida boys.
We didn't do too much dancing. We just did.
It was, it's a vibe.
We just vibing.
It wasn't no TikTok dances.
No TikTok dancing. No,
None of that.
Michael Rainey. I like that Michael Rainey thing.
Oh yeah, that's it. Michael Rainey be doing.
Yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it.
That shit fire though.
Let's hit a little fire. Let's hit fire.
Let me see you do dance.
That's the one.
Yeah. You see me thumbing through this chat, fool?
We gotta go
Get
hit
your
the
line heavy. Told him television. Hold on, scoot on
I
this
just
song.
at the verse.
down
No.
60 seconds.
Look how she sweat.
Yeah, Scooter went crazy on
No,
me.
I
Fast
can't.
for the Scooter. Fast for the Scooter.
Hold on. That's what I do.
He coming this shit hard too, shit. You remember this shit when you hear it.
I don't remember though.
When you hear it, you gonna remember.
So baby, I'm gonna do.
We'll make some little cuts in the video to the part.
Hold on. Oh yeah.
Thumb through it all in 60 seconds. Finessing, thumbing through the check. Thumb through it. Thumb through it. Future up and thumb through checks.
She taller than you.
You ever counted up some money to this shit? This shit was a good time.
That's another check. Thumb.
Scooter had hits though.
He did. He did.
Versus a lot of.
That's a
He
legend.
did actually.
And one, I'll never get this part before we close out too. Nigga don't pick up, call him.
I mean that nigga never gave a fuck about you.
When that shit came out, it had me looking at everybody funny.
A nigga sent that to me this week.
If you
Nah,
call a
it's still-
nigga
I was
phone
like,
and he don't answer
on,
for
nigga,
you.
If you don't pick up a nigga,
I was
nigga,
busy,
nigga
bro.
I was at work.
Yeah.
My mama ain't pick up. I'm like,
What are you
You
doing?
never gave a fuck about me.
you never gave a fuck about me. When Scooter said that shit had you looking at everybody sideways.
It did. Shout out the street, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the street, man. Count up. Yeah. shout out
Mate,
to
I want
everybody
you to touch on one more thing, brother,
What?
that we didn't get to.
close out.
That economy and what happened with your credit, brother.
We get on that.
I want you to just people need to know. They need to
Well,
check.
nah, a lot of people.
They need to check
a lot
that
of people
shit.
Credit got surprised, including mine. I had checked on credit score. What you say, bro? Oh yeah, I had randomly checked on my credit because I'm somebody who I don't even touch my credit, so my shit always been pretty
And
high.
your mate got great credit.
But I was randomly looking at like in January, I was just doing a run through, but I was in the process looking for a new car, and shit's so serious right now with the recession and tariffs and all the other shit. I told you I don't got food for y'all no more. So I'm going through my bank account statements, and I was looking at transactions, and I seen this one somebody took $50 from me. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Shit's serious when you get to going through looking, and I typed their name in. They was taking from me for like 3 years, but not 50. They was taking like 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. And so I'm like, I emailed them, and it's these people named Score. They do credit checks.
Blocked him.
Yeah, and so they do some shit where I
Hit the
apparently-
Amex ASAP.
Yeah, I ended up calling them, and they was like, yeah, you end up doing a 7-day trial with us, and you never canceled. But I'm like, so why the fuck y'all started going up on me? Like, it was 29, then it was 39, now it's 50. I've been taking $50 from you for like 6 months. people who don't know, a law passed where you can file a report when people do that trial thing. They take money, they give you the money back. Because I ended up disputing it, and they did send some of my money back. But I said, well, since we here, tell me. Oh, I went online and my credit had dropped like 150 points. It was crazy. So I'm thinking it was fraud. I'm like, because I don't even touch my credit. But then I checked my credit union. It was the same. I'm like, oh, hold, this shit fucked up. To the point where my heart dropped a little bit. And I was like, put the car shit on hold. And come to find out, it was a whole bunch of TikToks, and I posted on the screen. A lot of people got hit in like February, mid-February, end of February, beginning of March. If you don't check your credit like every month or whatever. But Nailnet, a student loan provider, and other little student loan people did something where they passed this law because I thought Biden was supposed to be deleting student loans. Sleepy Joe, he didn't do what he was supposed to do. And mind you, I voted for the Democratic Party.
Y'all start trusting, get off that Democratic plantation.
I voted for him though. My grandma done told me to go vote for Kamala. I voted for him. All right, I'm gonna just be honest.
Get off that Democrat plantation.
At the same time,
it's y'all.
And Boogie ain't vote for Republicans. Don't
be honest.
Don't take that. I ain't vote at all. I ain't vote.
See, voting at all is the reason we.
This is why
I voted.
We refrain from talking about politics.
I don't
vote. So
I don't vote.
I voted. I voted for my grandma's sake. And everything. I voted for the women.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. He's ignorant. At the same time,
I never voted.
Yeah, that shit fucked me
I
up.
ain't vote for Obama.
We gotta have a talk.
I'm sorry, brother.
A lot of people ain't vote. They ignorant.
I ain't never voted though. Let's keep it there.
Obama?
I did not vote for Obama either. I'm sorry to interrupt your story.
You didn't vote for Obama
because he was black. I was supposed to vote for him.
I'm not trying to be.
But
funny.
no. That's why niggas
did.
did.
Want to be part of history.
Yes.
That's not a good reason.
It is.
That is.
That was a decent enough reason.
I'm not even.
That's
trying to be
why
funny.
we as black people need to jump off the Democratic plantation.
But see, I ain't gonna lie. If you ain't a voter,
they gave us a black man to get the vote to push the agenda they wanted to push. And y'all see what happened with all the gay people and all the folks getting the money and the Asians and where the black people at?
We about to close out.
Yes.
We closing out.
We
closing out.
They be the ones who ain't even vote who got the most to say.
I don't vote.
I want to remind you all, if it's
I voted for my grandma.
If it's something that you want to see on Intellectual but Ignorant, put it in the comments.
Yeah, and subscribe. Also, I got a little
we can talk about it.
We're closing out.
We can talk about the credit another time. Like I said, check your credit.
Check your credit. They got my boy.
But you can dispute some shit too. You can dispute what they did, and I put that video up where basically you can put your shit in forbearance, and like it's little tricks, and I guess you can dispute it with what's the 3 people experience.
TransUnion.
You can dispute certain shit because how they did it was wrong. They put like a bunch of. It's all Department of Education on my shit. It's fucked up because they was gonna never get that money back. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all was never gonna get that money back.
Y'all still ain't getting it back.
Yeah, it's fucked up how they did me. But yeah, if you still listening, this is what I got for you. If you know how many if you pay attention to the Pink Panther video, if you can let me know and you DM the page how many missing signs you seen in the video. You write the number, how many it was.
Or you could comment on the video. Give us some post interactions.
Well, yeah, you can
let's
comment
get some interactions on that.
Yeah, comment under the main video how many missing signs it was, and I'll send a little cash out. The first 5 people.
We showing love, free money.
Yeah, it's 5 people I'm doing because like
free
I said,
money.
time's hard. I can't even feed nobody right now. I can't even eat myself right now.
Y'all get free money.
You better not be eating no doggone noodles.
That nigga not eating no noodles.
I'm eating noodles. This shit serious, man. I'm real tight with the finances.
That's
right
some
now.
nigga shit.
It ain't a game.
Subscribe. Appreciate y'all listening. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Sage. Shout out to Jay in the background. Shout out to Aggie. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out to Aggie.
And just rocking with us this whole time. It doesn't go unnoticed. And yeah, we finna get this bitch back rolling. And appreciate you.
We back. Can I
free tax stone too.
Can I end this on some shit that
text.
I'm not supposed to end it on?
Like what? Because you done said enough.
I just want to say a quote.
You done said enough.
Man, tax ain't do it.
Free tax. I'm gonna leave y'all with a quote from Haley Celeste. We must stop confusing religion and spirituality. Religion is a set of rules, regulations, and rituals created by humans, which was supposed to help people grow spiritually. Due to human imperfection, religion has become corrupt, political, divisive, and a tool for a power struggle. Spirituality is not theology or ideology. It is simply a way of life, pure and original.
Turn this off right now, though.